Hey boys and girls, Miss Leaphart here. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to be reading a nonfiction book. It's called Petting Zoo. One of the ways that we can find out about them being a nonfiction book versus a fiction book is by looking at the pictures inside and on the cover. So on the outside we can see that there are real pictures of bunnies and guinea pigs. On the inside, there are real pictures or photos of the other animals. Another way for us to tell is by we call it the address is what I call it, but it's where our Dewey Decimal number is. This one's 590.7. It's hard to see because it's very thin, but it's there. And then TUT, which is our author's last name. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to be kind of quick because I want to share with you what's in the book, but I also want to share with you some of the differences that this book will have versus a regular fiction book. Remember, nonfiction is real. So the things that are in nonfiction are based in fact, whereas fiction is not real or based in like storytelling. There are some realistic fiction, but we're not going to talk about that yet. So this one's Petting Zoo. In the beginning of fiction or nonfiction books, they might have different facts and ways that you can look online for different information. This one has all kinds of cool pictures of different animals that you might see at a petting zoo. A petting zoo. It says goats play together. Kids can climb and jump. Some goats can leap over small fences. Goats are smart. Some can even open gates. There are the billy goat, which is the male goat, the nanny, which is the female goat, and the kid, which is a young goat. Did you think when I said kids can climb and jump that we were talking about children? Nope. Kids are what we call baby goats. Goats check out new things. They sniff and nibble at them. This tells us what good food for goats is. Maybe the new thing is food. Goats spend half their time eating. Goats like to eat. Sheep get haircuts like you do. A sheep's coat is called a fleece. It needs to be sheared or cut every spring. It tells us sheared is a new word that we might have not heard before. Shearing doesn't hurt the sheep. Fleece is turned into yarn, and yarn is turned into clothes. Bunnies do something called binking. They jump up into the air then they twist and kick their feet. Boys and girls, I have a bunny that lives at my house. Not one outside. We have them outside too, just like a lot of you might. But we have a big rabbit. It kind of looks like this one here. Her name is Daisy, and she is a little spoiled. Sometime I'll have to bring her on and show you. Tells us a little different. Alpacas hum. Listen closely. Alpacas look a little crazy. Wild alpacas live on mountains. They're in the camel family. So it tells us, and it says they will cry if there's danger. It shows us on a map where they're located. Again, it's telling us facts. Webbed feet work like paddles. They help ducks swim well in the water. Those webbed feet. A duck moves from side to side as it walks. This is because of its webbed feet. This tells us it's a new word, paddle. Paddles are short, wild oars used to move across small boats. Okay. Not really a new word. Tells you to hold ducklings gently. Piglets grow fast. They weigh about 2 pounds at birth, and in 6 months they might be 200 pounds. Look at those piglies. A mother pig gives milk to her piglets. There's a mama and all kinds of baby pigs. Guinea pigs weigh about 2 pounds. They are not in the pig family. That's a guinea pig. He is not a pig. Pigs can't sweat to cool down. Pigs wallow or roll around in wet mud. I believe we read a book about that. I think it was maybe our second book, our first book. maybe our first book. Go back and look for that. The mud helps stop sunburn. It also keeps the bugs off of the pigs. Look at that pig. He's wallowing in the mud. Here's a list of other animals that wallow. It says elephant, rhino, bison, and hippos also do. A hen can lay an egg almost every day. She sits on her eggs to keep them warm. The eggs will hatch into chicks. That is, unless you are getting your eggs to eat them. We used to have chickens when I was growing up, and we did not let them hatch usually. We went and got them and we ate them. Here's our little cycle. It says a chicken lays an egg, which is a hatchling, which is a chick, which turns to a chicken. Oh man. And then at the bottom, it tells us the different eggs of different birds. Chickens have combs on their head. Combs come in lots of shapes. Chickens have wattles on their heads. These keep them cool. So this is their comb, and this is their wattle. And then it tells us the different types of combs that we might see on different birds and different chickens. A baby cow is called a calf. I bet a lot of you already knew that. Here's a cow, little baby calf. Before you leave, how about a ride on this pony? Your family can take pictures. What a great day at the petting zoo. Ponies and horses are different. Ponies are usually smaller. Oh, and boys and girls, it has a glossary and an index. A glossary tells us about new words that we might have learned in the book that you didn't maybe know about. And an index is a great way if you're searching for something for research or you're just interested in it. Like if you're really into bunnies, you could look up B for bunny and you could find the page that the bunnies are on in this book. It says make sure to wash your hands. It says it in this book. And then it tells us where they got their information. Remember, boys and girls, we always give credit where credit's due, and even in our books, they do that. That's what this whole page is. This whole thing, image credits. You see that? It says image credits. That means that all of these names, they're so tiny you can't hardly read them, are people that took pictures for this book. We always give credit. The person that wrote this book, Gail Tuchman, she is not taking credit for work that she didn't do. Did she put the book together? Yes. Did she write it? Yes. But she also got a lot of information from other people. There's people at the top that she got information from, people at the bottom that she got pictures from. There's doctors and veterinarians that she got information from. She makes sure to give credit where it's due. All right, boys and girls, I will be back tomorrow with a couple more books. If there's certain books that you want me to try to find to read to you, please, please, please message me on Facebook. Have mom and dad message me and let me know if there's anything that you'd like me to read. I will try to get them for you. Bye, guys. Miss you.